Hi, ladies and gentlemen, this is Eddie Marcus again. I want to talk to you about traveling around the world, or should I say traveling, which is more interesting, to another world. Traveling to, think about that for a second. Traveling to another world. The thing that brought my thoughts focused there is that I think about how people are so afraid of death. People are so afraid of dying. Somewhere I heard when people were talking about Adam and Eve in the garden, one of the first things that the devil supposedly spoke to Adam and Eve about had to do with death. They promise you're going to die. Die. So death been around slapping you side the head for quite some time, I guess. But anyway, you think about it like this. If we want to live, we're gonna have to master this fear. When a baby is in another world, a woman is pregnant. Let's just put it like that. That baby is not directly in this world, as we would say, but yes, and at the same time in another world. But we're excited about that baby coming out of that world of the womb and coming into this world of whatever we might want to call it. We're very, very excited about it. And once we're here, we do everything we possibly can to show our appreciation. And we love this baby coming into this world. Now, think about that baby. If that baby, having lived around you in the community, moves, or should I say, go on a trip, spend the summer someplace, you know that that one will be back and you can get a chance to see that one again. Or maybe they move and won't be coming back. There still is a possibility that you might run into them again and see them. At least you know that they're still here. At least there is some kind of connection because you know that they are still here and the possibilities that you might get together again. But when we talk about death, when we talk about dying, we conjure up in our minds something that means we won't be getting together again. We won't see each other again. It's the finale. You and I, the relationship is over. It's over. And so people not understanding that. There's other stuff. We've had a relationship over and over, see people in the family, friends, everybody. But this one, we've seen many people birth. And they go through the same as just explained. But we've also seen many die. And no more connection as far as we know. None whatsoever. But ladies and gentlemen, you know sometimes it's good to know who you are, why you are, and being about the business of doing just that. Being what they say I am, that I am. Each and every last one of us. And I say that because we got something special to do. For instance, as spokesman and advocate of basic human rights for all people, that is a special calling out for me to do. That is a special for me to do. It was when somebody said, what do you mean called out? I mean, it was me. All that I am inside is a calling, a yearning, a hunger for the liberation of humankind. To live as if you're in heaven. I say that because I heard the expression. Living on earth as is in heaven. I heard that sounds great. It's connected right onto my mindset. And so that's what's important to me. And I'm sure there are all kinds of every other thing important to as many billions of people on this earth or have come. But the most important thing on this earth for me, as far as I am concerned to you, is the liberation of humankind, which involves truth, which involves recognizing that we are not the superior ones. that power is invisible. It is responsible for all. And that we individuals, as far as we know, we got a little bit more power than the four-legged animals. I don't know if we do or not, but we think we do. But we got a different calling. We got a different responsibility as human beings. And every last one of us got the same basic requirements for survival. That power that put us here made sure of that. But not only that, I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, what I was saved throughout all of this lifetime to tell you. That God has prepared, that power that you cannot see have prepared that you can live as though you're in heaven. I'm telling you, and I'm telling you, you should listen to me. You know, I'm like Biden and Trump. I'm not going to be around long. In fact, I'm probably going to be around a lot shorter time span than they are. So you should listen to me. I've observed it just like they are. And you know what? I don't have the message that they have. And they do have a wonderful message. Each one of them got a wonderful message. Donald Trump's message is wonderful because you know you don't want to be there. Joe Biden's message is wonderful because you're glad it's not with Trump, but it's still missing. And that's why I'm here, to tell you what the Father has prepared for you. When I say the Father, I'm talking about God. And here is what God has. What you doing? What you doing, Duchess? I don't know what's getting the dog all panicky, messing with my speech. Doing that barking, you must either see a mouse or something running around. Well, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, what God wants you to know is that you are going through all of the hell that we're going through because we are following the dictates of a lie. We've been deceived. And the message that I bring is the message that has been given to me. And it is wonderful from God because it is applicable to you. Every last one of you, every human being on the face of the earth could benefit from this message. It is the same message that was designed for every last one of us. Let me put it to you this way. Every human being on the face of the earth came here to do something. Came here to be involved. That means through the process of a career or a job, whatever you want to call it. You brought something and you don't know what it is just yet, because the chances in the systems that we live under, you don't get that opportunity to learn what it is that you, or have access to do that which you. Some of you do and know it and benefit from it. But that which you came on this earth to do is that which gives you your greatest joy in doing. That is your career. Think about it. Whatever it is, and believe me, it falls in every category of life that exists on earth, with innumerable individuals in that particular field. And every last one of us come here to do something. The only ones that are exempt for a while are babies, or people that are too young, and people who are not able. Other than that, mothers got a job, a career. And what is a mother's job or career? Being a mother. That's what it is. Or anything else that she came to do that gives her her greatest joy. What I'm saying to you is, I don't know what it is. You don't know what it is about someone else. The only thing that you know is about yourself. What is it that gives you your greatest joy? In the past, we've heard athletes, baseball players, football players, singers, dancers, musicians, artists. We've heard people like that. But there are people whose greatest joy is to teach. There are people whose greatest joy is to instruct. There are people, my friend, in every walk of life, digging ditches, being a manager, talking. It's greatest joy. Now, here's this big, magnificent secret about that plan. And no human being probably would ever come up with it. I didn't. What is it? While we billions of us in South America, Central America, in North America, wherever human beings are practicing this, engaged in as I've described. You know what's happening? That master that created all of the earth and all that the earth is and all that the earth is about has something else going on while we are loving our lives, while we are loving what we're doing. Interconnected, the things that we're doing, is set up by that power so that we are creating in an abundance beyond measure of whatever we need, whatever we as human beings want, whatever we as human beings desire. In this life, we have determined we suffer for nothing. No lack of food, no lack of clothing or shelter. We're not being robbed at education. We're not being robbed at health care. We're not anything that we put our hands to. We got the best resources in the earth. We got people who love doing exactly what they're doing. They're giving it their best. We are creating heaven on earth. Peace, prosperity, and freedom, and joy, and happiness. And we're living our dreams. And no liars. No alternative truths. Why? Because people are satisfied. We don't have to worry about abortions. We don't have to worry about wars. We don't have to worry about guns and killings and racism and bigotry and hatred. We don't have to worry about any of that, my friends. That's the plan that God says that will give you the desires of your heart. That's the plan. No Republican, no Democrat, no American, and nobody else trying to run the country or the world has brought it to you like that. And this is not me now. I'm just bringing you a message of what is required. Yes, my friends. And I can tell you, God wants you to know you're not ready. You're not doing it. You're so far from heaven, it's pathetic. Let me give you an example. All of the pain and suffering that goes on around the world is an indication to everybody that you're not there, that you're a long ways. Every little bit of pain, every little bit of suffering gives you a moment to grow a little bit more because you need it if it exists to really understand the beauty, the truth, and love of heaven. So as long as it exists, there's work to do. And if you think you can escape this, you better be sent out of this world by the devil because you're doing good. Ain't no escaping out of here. Now we're living like we're in heaven. Somebody over here, for some strange reason, talking to somebody scheming, scamming, messing over them. All of a sudden causing pain and suffering. It is the duty and responsibility as soon as it's made known that every power, it's just one power of truth and love, goes back there and fix that problem. We're not coming to hurt anybody, but we're trying to make sure that that which is wrong, which hurts and causes pain and suffering, does not exist. Why? We find out what causes it and get rid of it. Now, let me give you an example. I have always desired, as far as I know, the best in life. Never really got a chance to experience it because in order for me to do it, we all have to be doing it. We all have to be doing it. Sure, we all got a right to try to survive without going through all the worst stuff of life while we're trying to make it. But if we put that aside, we might get things fixed real quick. Because we can get caught up in having a place to sleep, having some food, having some education. We can get caught up in having some kind of job. We'll just be thanking God and we're not thinking about anything else, but can we make next week's obligation or next month's obligation? Life is just that cruel. But it is us. And I remind myself every day that we have failed. When the dentist comes, exposes himself, reveals himself, hey, I'm a dentist, that's what I love doing, that's what I'm going to do, that's what I'm trained to do, that's what I'm best at. You know what your job is to make sure that anybody that needs dentistry service, you provide it. Whatever it is, whatever they need, it is your job to provide it. Yours. Just like the doctor, whatever the sick need, whatever those who are trying to avoid that needs, it is your responsibility. Same as the teacher, whatever education, it is your responsibility. Housing, those of you who, it is your responsibility to make sure that everybody has housing. What does that mean when I say your responsibility? You make that the production exists. The system is designed such a way of how to get it to the people, but it doesn't run short. And when that's not happening, there was a few years ago, if you saw a picture of me, I was kind of handsome dude. I didn't have this white hair. It was black. Kind of looked pretty decent, young. Wasn't as committed to this as I am now, even though I was going to jail then, standing up. I learned that going to jail and coming back out is not the answer. If you're going to stay, that's the answer. But I came back out, and I do stuff that would be a responsibility somewhere in the system that must be taken care of. And when it's not happening, as I just mentioned a moment ago, any pain and suffering is a sign that the population is falling short. The people are falling short. I want to show you something. How the devil works. I just said I used to look all right, right? Now I'm an old man now. I'm very old. And I think I'm on my path out of here. But I've always loved speaking to people, just being friendly. But it was much more when I had something to say. And being on a monitor like I am right now, the devil tells me for years, excuse me, when you're talking to people, they see you. They see in your mouth. They see how your teeth are messed up. And I got a messed up mouth, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not going to tell you the reasons. That's not important. But my mouth is messed up. You, when the dentist talking about coming back, giving you some teeth, your third set, I am one that really could do good with a third set. But I probably don't have enough time to live to enjoy a third set. But for all the people that needs teeth, God sent dentists to take care of that. Now, the dentists don't do that because we live in a system that does not address that. The system that we live under does not do what God wants done. So we need changes in the system to accomplish exactly what I just got through sharing with you. Now, let me give you a look at these teeth again. You see that? Can you imagine how wonderful it is every time I turn the television on or talk to people in the street and they got a beautiful smile? I mean, those teeth are just sitting there looking, wow. You think, dang, isn't that beautiful? Especially if you got some teeth that look like mine. But that spirit say, don't, look at it. Everybody gonna be looking at you, talking about you, laughing about you. And I say to that, all I want you to do, laugh if you want to, but there's a message that I have been given to give to you that I know is true, and it will work. It will absolutely work. And all the stuff that we're going through, none of it, I declare before the living God, none of it is going to work. You can keep on trying if you want to. The one that will work is the one that God is telling you. So until you do that, expect that things will be strange. One other thing, if you got a question about something that I've said, I got a zillion videos. Go through them. And I got all kinds of subjects and I got an answer. I guarantee you to any question that you got. Check it out. I'll talk to you later. Goodbye.